Good morning. This video is an introduction to the poem Demise of a Yamuna. If you open this video in YouTube, you can access the link to this poem, Demise of a Yamuna. So, the purpose of this video is to give you an idea of what is actually discussed in this poem, Demise of a Yamuna. And it starts with the significance that the word A attached to the title, because it's not a single incident. It's not, although it is based on a single incident, this is not, it is a universal phenomenon or a universal evil that is pervading, and that has been a common trait of human race. It's about the greed for power, and the greed to retain that power, and the greed to make sure that the coming generation celebrates their rule, their achievements. And it's a kind of conferring a sanctity to sins, to the atrocities, by manufacturing a new legacy. Because history is always, we say that it is winners create history, and it's actually the right usage, not in a superlative term, because it is the winners who will make sure that the coming generation will see them as noble, great patriots or rulers. And here and then, for that, they use all that is possible, from arts, literature, religion, history, everything. They sometimes distort it, they sometimes contaminate it, they sometimes remold it. It's an all-pervading scenario that has roots since the inception of man as a social being, because always it's a retaining of power, a retaining of legacy that matters. And this retaining of power and constructing of legacy is the trait of wicked rulers, because the noble one doesn't always want to hold on to power, and they are least bothered about how people pursue them, how people actually consider them, and how time will consider them, because they are least bothered about all these things, and they are just concentrating on their deeds. And here we consider these wicked rulers who manufacture history, who distort art to give a particular version of something they badly want to pursue their political goal. And here, what Taliban doing, what the left autocrats always doing, like glorifying these dictators like Lenin or Castro. Here we see the Hindutva in India. They use Taj Mahal as something Islamic, and they consider Rohingyas as infiltrators who will contaminate the richness which they consider India has, or their politics has. So Taj Mahal has been used as a political tool. So this Taj Mahal, which is on the banks of river Yamuna, has become a political one. So one of the finest creation of man, Taj Mahal, has become a political issue. And here, Yamuna, on her banks, this Taj Mahal is located, is actually talking to us. She knows everything, but she is forced to be silent. And this is where the word A Yamuna is significant, because this Yamuna is not alone in her sadness, in her solitude. She's not alone, because there is always, everywhere, even now, a mass, a bulk, a painful distortion of history and art. So, through the eyes of Yamuna, we analyze how politics, religion, power deconstruct truth, deconstruct art to meet their goals. You can access this video by clicking on it. This video, you might get this video in your Facebook account or your WhatsApp account. So you have to click this video. You have to, if you click this video in YouTube, if you open this video in YouTube, you will get the link below that YouTube video. There is a Malayalam version of this description, because there are people who prefer to hear something in their native language, or if it is an English poem, there are people who wants to hear it in English itself. So there is a link attached as a card in this YouTube video, and when you open this YouTube video on YouTube, you will have that a link to that poem below that YouTube video. Thanks a lot.